which you communicate with your horse, but it also is a little bit how your horse communicates with you. You know, you feel him starting to brace a little, to fall into it, to fall away from it, to get heavy, to whatever it might be. Let's go straight ahead. So I want you to have enough contact with him that he can communicate with you through the rein. That you can feel a little bit what's going on. How old is this horse? How old is he? 10. Okay, a little bit of a bigger trot. And back. No droopy reins, elastic arm. Elastic arm. I want you to ride the corners a little bit better. Use the corners as a suppling exercise. Every time you go around the arena, you have 4 little suppling exercises. Good, good. Near C, halt. Okay? Now, I want you to think about your halting aids as 2 or 3 half halts. After all, 2 half halts should make a whole halt, right? Sort of. Sounds good anyway. And trot. Come on. And lengthen a little bit. And shorten. Yeah. Good. And walk 1 step and trot. Okay, you didn't quite walk, and it wasn't quite prompt enough. And trot. Yeah. Now, think about it. When you go from walk to trot, pretty much your first trot step is the trot, right? Can you flip that over and go from trot to walk, where you're not going through slow trot? Okay? Do you understand what I'm saying? So, let's go straight ahead. And this may make a total muddle, but who cares? I want you to go to walk from this trot. A little. That's better. Now, in order to do that, he just went a bit extra much on his forehand. So, you're going to challenge him a little bit with your half halt to sit as well, not to go downhill. And trot again. And walk. Oh, oh. Yeah. Good. Good. Now, almost walk. Yep, perfect. And fold. When I say that, I mean just for a couple of steps. Yeah. And again. Yeah. Straight on the long side and almost walk. Hope. Hope. Not prompt enough. Forward and haunches in. Okay, and straight. That was a little all over everywhere. Yeah. And on the short side, a few strides of haunches in. You need to be giving a little bit more often a little warning half halt. You and he have to work out a little communication that says, we're going to now. And haunches in. Good. And straight. Now, on the next long side, I want you to do 4 different haunches in. So you're going to do a normal haunches in, a little extra haunches in, a normal haunches in, a little extra, more haunches, a little less haunches, a little less, and a little tiny bit of haunches. Good job. Not perfect, but good job. Now you're going to do haunches in, extra haunches in, normal haunches in, extra haunches in. Haunches in, extra haunches in, extra sideways, normal haunches in, a little more forward in your trot, and extra haunches in. Right over, and straight. Contact on the right rein. Good. And a normal haunches in on the long side. Forward trot down. You're letting the trot get too slow. And now a shoulder in. Shoulders. Bending just a little. Good. Center line. Diagonal towards V Victor. Turn on a diagonal and haunches into the right. Very nice. Good. And straight. Now, where's our corner suppling exercise? Suppling exercise. And haunches in. And extra haunches in. Sit a little bit on your left hip. You're sliding off a little bit to the right. And extra haunches in. Good. Good. And straight. Yeah. Nice. And haunches in. And extra haunches in. Little tiny half hole. And a little less haunches in. And a whole lot of haunches in. Little half hole. Really challenge. Now, as you're doing this, I want you to think about when his right hind leg is stepping forward. Okay? Which, in case you're not sure, is the same time as his left front leg is stepping forward. And make sure you're asking with your right leg as that hind leg steps forward. So you'd be going now, 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 now. So you're not just putting your right leg on and holding it, but you are specifically speaking to that stride. And again, haunches in, now, leg, leg, extra haunches in, little half hole, extra leg, little half hole, more leg, more sideways, more sideways. There, good, padding. But that's hard. And once again, keeping that connection. Yeah. And now a little bit bigger trot, left leg at the girth. Make sure you're sitting in even on that saddle. Haunches in, bigger trot. Haunches in, bigger trot, bigger trot. Good. And straight. Center line at C. Very good. Diagonal towards F. And haunches in. Good. Left leg at the girth tells him to go. 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 Good. Yep. Shorten your reins very slightly. On the long side, a little lengthening. And collect. Balance. Is he going to have a good suppling corner? From M diagonal. Good corner. Diagonal towards somewhere. And haunches into the right. Good. He should. Now, go on the diagonal again. Go on the diagonal. Just straight on the diagonal. Now, when we'll do it out of this corner, you're going to go towards H. You're going to go on the diagonal, and he's going to be looking directly at H. It's just straight, straight, straight on the diagonal. He's looking at H. Now, haunches in, and he keeps looking at H. So he's going to bend more and more. Looking at H, looking at H. Okay, now you remember, let's let him walk just a moment, but keep him in medium walk. Remember when you were doing the haunches in, several times I mentioned that you needed to sit a little more on your inside hip. Because you were falling to the outside, you're doing it even more in the half pass. So your aids are saying go left, but your weight is saying stay over here to the right. You want to feel, and it's more of a feeling than anything I'm going to see. You want to feel like your body is saying, go that way. You know, you're turning yourself a little bit towards that letter, and you feel like you're saying, go that way. You're saying, stay over here. Okay? So just feel like you're not going to lean forward, but you want to feel like you're almost leading in with your body. Okay, let's go ahead. Little tiny bit more trot. Good. A little bit more trot. Sorry. And turn on the diagonal at M. Don't get anxious, just a diagonal. Towards a spot before K. Straight diagonal. And to what is he looking? And now haunches in to the right. Sit to the right, sit to the right. Yep. More haunches in. More haunches in. Good. Good. Now, check your trot. Do you have the quality of the trot? And one more diagonal. Looking at H. No, straight. And now haunches in. Looking at H. He's got to look at H. You sit to the left. And now make the haunches lead. Shoulders right, haunches left. Sit to the left. Oh, you didn't make the haunches lead. Now, turn down the center line and walk. And walk. Half pass to the left. Starting with the forehand. No. You're starting with the haunches. Turn a little on the diagonal. Turn on the diagonal. Now, with both hands, one stride, take his shoulders to the right. Bend him left. Bend him left. You're going to use all the no-no waves. Okay, I said one stride. Count to one. Okay? So what I'm getting at, just stop. The quick fix. You're half passing. You can't catch up on. Well, the haunches lagging is in relation to the shoulder. Okay? So, okay, you're trying to catch up the haunches. Well, what if you slow down the shoulder? Okay, and that's a one stride. You're not going to hold it. So you're half back and half back. Get over here, shoulder. You're not holding it. And I'll deny to anybody that I told you to do this. Okay? But it's that quick little, wait here, and then go. But you must not end up with your hands here. That's dead. Okay? So let's walk. Yeah. And diagonal. Just straight on the diagonal. Pay attention to the spot to which he's looking, and now haunches in right. He keeps looking at the spot, haunches in, more haunches in, give him a little kick. Now put his shoulders left astride and make his haunches lead. There you go. Good. And now normal, shoulders leading a little. Good. Okay. And let's trot. Good job. Diagonal line, haunches in. He's got to be looking at that spot. Bend his neck a little more. Let his neck bend. Now haunches leading. No, you bent him right. Both hands to the right. Okay? Now he's looking at these people here. He's not looking at that spot. Good. And, sorry, straight ahead. Just straight ahead. Good. Just pay attention to your trot for a moment. Good. And now from M, half pass. So you're going to think about turning him on the diagonal, but you're not going to do a full diagonal turn. Very good. Now make the haunches lead. Shoulders right, haunches left. Yeah, good. And now normal haunches. Bend him a little more in his neck. Bend him a little more. Yeah, that's it. Good. Good. And now the same thing to the left. Bending, left leg at the girth. Now, come back. Come back. Come back. You are in so much trouble. If you end up teaching Actually, as you get older, no matter what, there will be certain things that drive you nuts. You know, people that chew with their mouth open, you know, something. What drives me nuts is people that start with the haunches leading. I have no patience for that because it's such a simple thing to fix. And I started out with you today with the fix, which is turn on the diagonal. Now, you're anxious about having enough haunches, but you can't start with the haunches leading. So make sure you know what I'm talking about, having the shoulders lead. And make sure that happens in the beginning. And why we're doing all of this stuff is so that you have a choice, but you start the thing correctly. Okay, now I've had my temper tantrum. A little bit forward. And then from H, half pass. Think of turning a little on the diagonal. Good. And now more haunches. Shoulders to the right. Shoulders to the right. Bend him left. That's it. That's it. That's it. Good. Good. Okay, let's walk. We're going to leave that for a moment. Okay? So, keep in mind, we started with the haunches in. Made sure that you can let him down just a minute. Made sure that you had control of the haunches. How old are you? 15? All right. Remember, put it on your file. Sorry. We started with you being able to play with the haunches. You know, more in, less in, being able to make adjustments. Then we took it onto the diagonal line, and of course the haunches in on a diagonal line is a half pass. And then starting with the half pass itself. But in everything you do, you need to, if it's something sideways, you need to have a choice. More sideways, just playing with a leg heel. More sideways, less sideways. More sideways, less sideways. Make the haunches lead, make the haunches lag. You've got to have those choices. You've got a wonderful, wonderful horse from what I've seen so far. And I think it'll all be there if you, make a point. Bigger trot, smaller trot. You have a tendency to get a little too small in your trot. Is he hard for you to sit? I was going to say, he doesn't look it. Okay. Let's go back, let's go to canter, shall we? So nice medium walk. Hey, tell them. Yeah, that's it.
I love little dogs.
It's the Napoleon complex. Not too deep. No. Yeah. Oh, and another thing I just want to emphasize, Jack, is you sitting in the direction you're half passing. You see that all the time. You stand behind people doing half passes and you'll see the trying right man to push the horse to the right and they're sitting to the left. Well, that doesn't make any sense. It's normal, but it's not acceptable. You know, a lot of people do it. Now, you've got him a little too deep. He's a little too comfortable being deep. It's in one way a nice problem to have. And another way it can be a very difficult thing to deal with. Yep, pull up just a little bit, pull up. Turn right across the arena. And look in the mirror to your left. Too deep, right? Can you see it?
What do you mean by deep?
He's behind. His face is behind the vertical. Okay, that's what I mean by deep. Pull up a little bit more. Push him a little. Yeah. I don't mind that occasionally you say get up here because he does get stuck. But you don't want to keep your hand high. A high hand actually can encourage a horse to drop his neck even more. Pull up a bit. There. Good. Let's stay and walk. Good. Does he feel in front of the bit when I say